It has been 2 years too long since I've been waiting to put out my thoughts on Invincible Season 1. You know what's funny about that? Amazon Prime has waited 2 years too long, in my personal opinion, to get Season 2 out. I get it, it was because of COVID and everything, and I pushed things back a bit. I get that. But damn it, what a hiatus. What a fucking hiatus. But yeah, and that goes to show you right there how I feel about Invincible Season 1. That goes to show you, just from me saying that alone, you already know that I enjoyed the show. But the premise is set on Mark Grayson and how he becomes invincible, and where he's in the world where superheroes are already established, like where nobody is not oblivious to superpowered beings walking among us or anything. Like, that's all been established by the time the story starts. So this is basically where we follow Mark, and his father is a very well-known superhero and probably the best superhero of the story, Omni-Man, and he's clearly an inspiration of this guy right here. I mean, I refuse to believe otherwise. There are elements of Superman and again Omni-Man there. And some people say there's a little bit of other stuff there as well, but Superman is basically the front row and center of that, in creation of Omni-Man. But yeah, where when we meet Mark, he doesn't yet have his powers, but it doesn't really take long for them to kick in, like when we follow him in the beginning of the show and in the comic as well, where it starts with him where he's at his day job and he throws out a garbage bag and then it goes into space. He's like, well, it's about time. That's immediately his reaction, because you know how with any other characters in a superhero story, where they feel the burden of being different right away and such. He's eager to become who he's going to be. He's eager for his powers to be in development, and he's wondering if he's ever going to get his powers at all. And then when they do kick in, he's like, yes, finally, and he's ready to jump right in into this crazy world that his dad is in. And yeah, and like I said, there's many characters in this show that will remind you of characters that we've gotten before, from DC and Marvel. Like I mentioned, Omni-Man, Superman, and then there's another character that reminds you of Batman, and another of Wonder Woman, and the list goes on. And when it starts out, it's like what you would expect from a superhero story, and then as you get into it, you're like, okay, this is more adult than I thought it would be. Oh man, I mean, I've known that this comic existed. I can't believe it's been 20 years since it's been published. I can't believe that. And then it's been maybe 10 years for me since I found out about it, and I just saw images here and there. I was just like, okay, cool, all right. And I did see an Easter egg in the Walking Dead series. I think I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I did catch an Easter egg from of Invincible, since it's the same creator, Robert Kirkman. And I was like, oh, okay, so he made that too, and he made that first. He made that comic first. Okay, all right. And I don't know what took me so long to really get near, because superheroes, as you can see, they're up my alley. What took me so long to jump on it? And when the show came out, I said, okay, give it a watch. All right, And then with the first episode, I was like, well, all right. And then by the end, I was like, wow. And then through the entire series, when it gets bonkers with the action, I was just like, and with the first watch, when I first watched these episodes, I was not really in the right state of mind to really enjoy it like I definitely did on rewatch, sometime later, as I'm getting ready for season 2 to come out. I was just even to now, when the action happens and when everything happens, it still leaves the same effect where I'm like, holy fuck, And I can just imagine how crazier it's gonna get from here, where I sinked my teeth into the comic book source material. Like I'm like, I need to know what I'm looking forward to, because I really do enjoy Invincible. And from what I've read, it's like, okay, I cannot wait to see all of this being, when it gets thrown into the show. I can't wait to see this all brought onto screen, from page to screen. I cannot freaking wait for what happens and for what's ahead in the show. Like, I hope, I just can't wait. I just cannot wait, because I really do love season 1 and how they set up everything. And and I would rewatch some stuff from season 1, and it's so good. I cannot wait. And wow, it's hard to get into the show without getting into spoilers. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, and if you haven't, man, you're missing out. Jump on. Like, I would even go as far as to say, jump on without reading the comic first, because it'll knock the wind out of you. I mean, it is really, really good. I put it right up there, like with, like The Boys. Like, that's also another adult superhero like show. It has a comic as well. I mean, there's also Kick-Ass. That's also very adult, and then it's also based off of a comic as well. But those were movies. But still, like, source material was very much adult, and you can look at Invincible and think it's like, okay, anybody can watch it, and like, okay, kids can read it, and kids very likely have read it. I mean, it's a superhero and it's a comic. Come on, but dang, wow, what a series, and what comics that they're based off of. Like, man, I have to give this show, season 1, like a solid 5 out of 5. Like, the issues are very minor, but it gets a solid 5 in my book. So yeah, I cannot wait for season 2. We're like a month away as I'm recording this video. Cannot fucking wait. But yeah, feel free to share your thoughts on season 1. And if you like this video, make sure you thumb it up, quick subscribe, and click that notification bell, so you can be updated on my latest videos. And I will definitely be talking about season 2, like, when it's all said and done and all the episodes are out, or even like, yeah, I will share my thoughts on season 2. You can best believe it. But until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So take care. Yeah, I cannot freaking wait for season 2. Can't fucking wait.